guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Rylee. Thanks for being here. So if you couldn't tell by the title already, today I'm going to be making one of my favorite smoothie bowls ever. It is literally perfect for whenever you're craving like something sweet and it's not too unhealthy for you, so it's kind of like a healthy little treat. I actually just got this blender today. It literally came today and I'm so excited. We have these blenders where I work and they're the bomb.com, let me tell you, especially for smoothie bowls, so I'm really excited to try this out with the new blender. I'm also going to share with you how to make it, so if you want, I'll have the recipe in the description and I'll also explain it in this video, so stay tuned. Another great thing about this recipe is you only need 3 ingredients. So for this smoothie bowl, you're going to need frozen bananas. Yes, they have to be frozen. The frozen bananas are definitely going to give it like a much thicker texture or more of like an ice cream taste. The next item that you're going to need are Oreos. The Oreos and the nice cream is what I'm going to call it because it's healthy, is going to give it like a Dairy Queen level sweetness, flurry, blizzard, whatever you want to call it. And the last thing that you're going to need is milk. For my smoothie bowl, I'm going to be using oat milk. That's just my preferred type of milk. You can use whatever milk you want. Now, you don't need a fancy blender. This blender is really expensive. You can use any blender that you have at home, but I will say that the thickness and texture is probably going to come out a little bit better with a more expensive blender. But one tip, if you have like a crappy blender that doesn't really blend things well, you can always add ice. Adding ice to the blender is going to make your smoothie a little more thick, but it is going to have probably a few little ice chips in there. Another thing that you could do is after you blend it all, you could stick it in the freezer for a little while. That'll help it thicken up as well, and then you can scoop it like ice cream. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I hope this is a better angle to show you everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug my blender in, obviously. So I'm actually not going to measure everything out. It really just depends on how much that you want or how much you're serving. So I'm just gonna start with a little bit and add more. You can always add more, but you can't take out. So we're going to start with our frozen bananas in the bottom of the blender. A little tip for you is whenever you're making smoothie bowls or smoothies in general, you always want to put the hardest fruit to blend at the bottom near the blade so that it blends all the way. I'm probably going to end up putting all of the bananas in here. Yeah, we'll go with all of them. There we go. Once you have your bananas at the base of your blender, you can go ahead and add your milk. Like I said, I'm using oat milk, but this is actually vanilla oat milk, so I feel like this might taste even a little better. With the milk, a tip for you with the milk. No matter what milk you use, whenever you're making smoothie bowls, to make them more thick, you want to put a lot less liquid. The more liquid you put, the more smoothie-like it's gonna be. So you can do that and stick it in the freezer, but if you want a really thick smoothie bowl, just put like a splash of milk in there. Do about that much. And like I said, you can always add more, but you can't take out. And now we blend. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on. Make sure it's on nice and good. And I'm gonna use this tamper stick to kind of push down the fruit so that it blends nicer. And so once your bananas and milk look like this, we're going to go ahead and put a few Oreos in the mix to blend. She looks pretty good. So the trick here with the Oreos is you don't want to put too many in because we don't want the Oreos to be super blended. So I'm only going to put a few in here. About that much. Maybe steal one. And then I'm going to put the top back on and go ahead and blend this again. So I blended mine to be a little more dark. As you can see, it looks like chocolate milk basically. So for that, I just blended it a little longer than normal. If you wanted it to be more white and look like a McFlurry, you want to blend it only a few seconds. Like you want to like blend it, turn it off, blend it, turn it off. really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my bowl. There you have it, folks. Probably the easiest smoothie bowl you could ever make. I really hope you try it out. It's so, so yummy. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this a thumbs up. And after you do that, I will see you in my next video. That's good.